I hate to break it to you, but you're in for a big surprise. 5 years from now, Jane, who's resigning today, will ring the NASDAQ bell, officially launching her company on the public market. And what you'll soon realize is that Jane stole your most valuable data to start her new company on her way out the door. Learn how Code 42 Insider can stop data theft and protect your organization's most valuable assets. Visit code42.com to learn more.
Yes, shiny, smiling face. Hey, Miss Jeanette. All right, Mr. Lodo, please be out there. Be safe. Be safe with the mask. I see you. I see you. Glad to have everyone on. It is the top of the hour, and we are here ready to receive what Mr. Smith has for us on this day. We're excited. We heard y'all yesterday. Y'all like to be year-round students. All right, so we are here. We're back, and glad to have everyone on. All right, I heard some conversations going. Glad to hear all of that.
Yeah, they had some good conversation. Y'all the most positive people in the world. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. Lots of things to cover. Let me first say, well, let me let a few more people come on. Good to see you, Jeanette. Let me skip that first thing. If this is your first time here, don't think so, but I'll say it anyway for the recording, then you are in for a treat. Private meeting in which I run the company or we run the company, and then you can take this stuff back and run it back to your friends and families and your own businesses. You make sure you have all that and have yourself a good merry time. That's that there. I need you all. I need some. Okay, I want to come back to one of the most important, boring things I need to do. I need to do some sergeant. I need to do the other side of CEOing, but I'm waiting for some people to come in, and because I need y'all to go start a rumor. All right, I need you to go start a rumor. I got my Sergeant Smith hat on. Sergeant Smith. Yes, I need you to do that. So we'll skip that and let me go to my agenda real quick, and then from there, it's what I wanted to be the first thing, but I'll keep going for now. As said yesterday, MExit is bigger than anything that you have seen from us. Yes. I'm not telling you this to get tickets. If you have, good job. Good job. If you have, good job. If not, it's $45. Fantastic. You need to think of MExit as a blend between the Dominate Conference and a Developers Conference. Is anyone familiar with what I mean by Developers Conference? Has anyone ever seen? Okay, good. As a matter of fact, hold on, give me a second. I want everyone as smart as Phil in this arena. So let me see if I can pull up something real quick.
Let's hope they're smarter.
Yeah, buddy. So I'm gonna pull up something and we'll all go together. I'll show you what I mean by that. Facebook has a developers conference, and you can all do this with me. Facebook has a developers conference called F8. F8. So I will just type in here F8. All the stuff is in the way. F8 conference. Oh, there we go. F8 conference. I don't think they had one in 2020, so 2019. Here we go. Now, this is what I mean.
There's a lot more to FB5, and Fiji is going to come out a bit later to walk you through all this in more detail. But overall,
hi, Ella. Hope you're settling in okay. You know how I always say, everything you need is already within you. The truth is, there's only so much you can do by yourself.
Welcome to the office.
We all need people to get where we're going.
How's it going? Okay, just trying to get this armature alignment to work. There's actually this amazing after-school program we host here. Is that it? Yeah, that's us. Awesome, perfect.
Go find them.
And
people who challenge you, who want to hear what you have to say.
Ay, te extrañamos tanto. Espérate, I'm gonna send you a picture of the boy, okay? But you can't tell mom.
Find them and hold on tight. Keep the good ones close. They'll make you feel at home wherever you are. With the right people around you, you can do anything.
Hey everyone, we've been working on the track.
So, whatever it is you decide to do, this new life of yours, Ella, don't ask yourself how you're going to do it.
Brains of your robots onto your machine.
Ask yourself who you're going to do it with.
Hey everyone, welcome to F8. Today, we're going to talk about building a privacy-focused social platform. So, the big
All right. Which you for that was a commercial for one of their products that you actually are already using, because that's 2019. So you're already using it. I don't believe F8 happened in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. I know Apple still did theirs online in June or June-ish. Now, and that's called, I think it's Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, I believe is what that one is called. Now, you should receive MExit conference as a cross. Shaquita, your hair looks flawless. You are working it. Yes, you. I mean, it's just. Can you swing it one time? Let me. Can you just look at that? I know that's right. I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, good stuff. Now, I want you to receive MExit conference as a cross between Dominate, which you saw. Exactly. If you didn't see it, you know what? God bless you. Okay. If you didn't see it, I got something for you. Let me go ahead and jump ahead of my meeting. Great morning to you, Yosmin. Great morning. If you did not see that, no worries. Now, it is a blend between, because you have to remember something. You have to remember. Well, I'm trying to get this to you because I'm trying to give you secrets. But if you did not see the Dominate conference, don't worry. It will be for $97. And you'll be able to get that probably later on today. The video won't be available, Jerry and Law, because I know both of y'all want it. That it's still being rendered. It's 18 hours of video. It's still being made into a movie. And it sounds like this is.
We're rendering the fat off of it.
Yes, absolutely. So that will happen for you, but it will be in individual pieces per speaker. It would be a nice. It would be. You'll see it in your my dashboard, as you know. You'll see Jerry, and then you'll see whoever came next, and you'll see it in those pieces. And then also for those of you who are also personal brands, you have my word that you will also get a downloadable copy of your delivery. I don't want to say performance because no one was performing. I don't want to say
Spectacular.
Spectacular. Yes. You will get that, and you'll be able to have that for yourselves. Okay, so you will be able to use that to your advantage. Go ahead, Law.
I said I was performing.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? You and Jerry stole the show. Yes, you and Jerry stole the show. There's no doubt about it. The most talked about things from Dominate are the host. Actually, that's the most talked about things. And you know who has come into a second place? Phil. Yeah, Phil is the second most talked about thing. Yes, Phil is the second most talked about. But them hosts outshine all of us, Phil. Them hosts outshine all of us. They took no prisoners. Yeah, they took no prisoners whatsoever. So that was fantastic.
Antonio,
Phil. Yes, sir.
it's nice to see your children do good.
I know, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. And both of them are products of what Phil does for sure. That's for sure. Especially Jerry. He knows about the bathroom method or the coffee method or I left our method. That's something y'all have to go back over the stories. I'm telling you this, I'm making this detailed and lengthy because I'm attempting to make you steal it. You have to understand, Chiquita, that I am not whatever you think I am. I am not. That is a ruse. It is smoke and mirrors. I am not a speaker. I am not building an education company that is online. That's smoke and mirrors. If you want to know what I am, MExit is that, because that's why it's a developers conference. What I am is an inventor or an innovator. And at every MExit conference, you're going to see all the new stuff that I have invented, plus be inside of a conference. Essentially, it works like this. I am Phil Sorrentino that learned how to be Apple, but Apple doesn't know how to be Phil Sorrentino. Does that make sense? Yes, I am Phil Sorrentino that learned how to be Apple or learned how to be Google, but Google and Apple never learned how to be Phil Sorrentino. This means I can do the same developing they do, and I could do it cool. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? I can tell you about the new product, but I can also rip a stage apart. You get what I'm saying? And so you have this blending of two worlds that really has never been done before because, ain't been too many, good looking chocolate brothers that became, top one company in the world or something. This is something different here. I've always said this, maybe it'll make sense now, but the universe is correcting itself. Maybe it'll make sense. That's all I've come here to do. Two things on planet Earth. I'm telling you what I've come here to, three things, but the first two are really the same thing. I come here to give all my wealth away. I'm telling you when I die, somebody's going to rewind this and say, you know what he been saying? I'm telling you, I've been saying this at least since I was 18. It's been the same story and nobody listened to me. It's all right. I'm right now. So I won. I'm correct. I won. I won. And the second, so that is give all my wealth away, but I'm going to create a resource-based economy. I'll explain that in a little bit. And by that's what the whole 100,000 millionaires and that's what the $100 billion is for. I had to explain a little bit. The second thing that I came to do is be a part of the universe correcting itself. That is a whole different conversation that one day maybe we will catch by and by. So I'm explaining this to you so you can understand that Antonio is telling you if you like the Dominate Conference, you're really going to like MExit because it's the merge between exactly what you just went through, plus you're going to see all the new technical innovations plus others that doesn't exist on planet Earth, period, because I made them up. I'm writing the code, right? I made this stuff up. Why am I telling you this? Because someone listening to me should hear at least two things. You can hear more. You hear at least two things. Anybody can do this. You understand? Yes, thank you, Deanna. All the way from making tea. Anybody can do this. I do not look like Google. You understand? I do not look like Apple. Y'all know I'm just. It's a nice way of me saying I ain't white. Did I get your attention now? All right, then. All right. So now that I got your attention, all right.
I ain't white either.
That's it. Anyone can do this, and most importantly, all of you should. So what you're gonna see is this big merging, big blending thing, and of course, Jaquita, I think 99% of what I do, and maybe 95%, y'all get for free anyway. Well, 95% of these things that I'm making up, it's just going to appear in your back office one day. You're going to be like, oh my God, yeah, it's just going to appear back there. Yeah, it's just going to be, there it is. You can have it. It's just immediately going to appear. You're not going to have no problem at all. That's just the way it works around here. So that's the MExit conference thing. I do want to tell you, Deanna, he's on fire. I do want to tell you, Prophet's clapping. I said, I got to clap down now. I do want to tell you that Rakeza, what I wanted to say in the beginning, I said I'll let more people come on. You all must take your classes. I can't stress this to you enough, how much education company, you understand? And in order for me to do two things, keep the integrity of the company, and also, I just don't feel like sitting in front of any attorney general because a lot of people are getting rich, right? You got to take your classes. So if you have not taken your classes on the 15th of every month, you're going to notice that because it is understood, repeated, stated over and over and over that your success income is ill affected by your not taking classes. That means when you should have got one of them checks, you ain't gonna get one of them checks. All right. Some of you listen, that's why I waited. I waited on purpose because let me tell you what I know. Let me tell you two things I know. I know I built this system. I gotta set up. I'm trying to be nice. Yeah. She yelled it today. I built this system on servitude. If you don't serve people, it's just not gonna work out for you. And I don't feel bad for that at all. I don't even have a qualifier for that one, Phil. I just don't feel bad for that one. I was looking for a qualifier. I don't have one. Okay. If you don't serve people, I don't feel bad for you at all with that. Go ahead, Phil.
Is today too late to take classes?
No.
It's the 15th.
Yes. I think it is.
Will it count?
It will not count. It would not count. It would not count. It would count towards next 15. Now, I'll explain classes here in a second. I just want you to catch that it's on servitude. Some of you have the mentality that you're going to be by yourself in this company. That's just not going to work. I already know who tries it, and I say nothing. You know why I haven't corrected it? Because the people who do it don't take classes. So I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to say anything. It was going to show. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Today, I am going to be talked about in a negative manner. I am. It's okay. I'm built for it. It's my job. You can't be a CEO and expect people to be happy with everything that you do. But today, some of you are going to get handsomely rewarded. Some superstars who think they own this company or IO are not. I am Pat Riley, Bill Belichick, George Carlisle. I will pull you and sit you on the bench, star player, with absolutely zero problem. Okay, hold on real quick. She said,
please no. Can y'all hear me? Okay, please know that he means what he says, because if he's talking to y'all, please know. Jerome knows. Yeah, if he does core team and staff that way, please know he'll do that to members as well. Okay, we have been sat down on the bench. Jersey has been put up. Don't. Okay. All right.
It is not because I'm egotistical, maniacal maniac, right? Or some misogynistic alpha male. If I don't keep my word, two things happen. The prestige of the company goes down. And the universe says, well, you're not ready to be best then. Yeah, let's go esoteric stuff here for a second. If you do what you say, you always gonna get what you're supposed to get. If you wishy-washy in your commitments, the universe ain't know how. Oh, I was gonna bless you, but you walked over a penny. You didn't want it, so I can't give you this $100,000 I had for you, or whatever it is it may be. So just know. Now, someone's panicking. Oh my God, I haven't been in my back office taking classes. If you show up to live classes, congratulations. We keep a running tab of that. People, listen, we do not expect you to be on live classes and go back and take classes. If you, Shaquita's like, woof, it's all right. Let me tell you, people, we know Tanya's here. We know Kathy B here. We know about Amanda. We know about Shaquita. We know about Ken. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ken be in live classes, then go to work and then do back office classes. We see everything y'all do. Christine also, yes. So we know who's here. So you don't have to go, you don't have to like double work. No one wants you to do double work. It makes no sense that I'm going to tell you, Law, I will help you become a millionaire and make you do double work. That's the antithetical of being a millionaire, right? You're supposed to use someone else's work and energy. So I would never do that to you. So that's the boring stuff.
Time and a half, but not double.
Yes, absolutely. I saw someone on Facebook yesterday. They said, and I didn't even know there was 800 hours in a year. I just never did the math. I saw someone post on Facebook yesterday. Wow, I did 800 hours of overtime this year. Oh, the millionaire in me almost fainted. Can I tell y'all why? For one, I really want to hire that person so they could do that over here for me. All right. So I was like, man, I missed that person. Right? Where's that guy at? I want that guy. Right? That's number one. Number two, the Donald Trump in me understands. I don't like taxes. And overtime is taxed at 35% off top. So my ears almost start bleeding when I thought about all the taxes that was being lost, Jerry. You understand what I'm saying? I just thought about that immediately. And then I immediately thought to myself, wow, this person has the dedication and the heart to do 800 hours of overtime. Imagine if they did that for their own investments. I didn't say they had to be an entrepreneur. I just said that if you put that, commission is 50% taxed. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Tell me about it. I go through it every pay period.
Golly. Ain't no sense in you making commissions if I'm gonna take half of it.
I'm glad you understand that.
That's disrespectful. Oh man. Anywho, so that's that. That's the boring stuff. I just want you to believe me. So there's gonna be right now, the rumors are already being spread. Messages have already been sent. Girl, boy, Antonio talking about you. I already know. Those people are not our customer. You understand? Let me tell you what's going to happen. For 16 total hours, those 16 hours are going to stretch across a 72-hour period. They're going to be loud. And after that, we never going to hear from them again. Do you understand? And once you know the answers to the test, Jeanette, guess what? You don't trip when the answer is letter D. You just know. Put letter D. Circle it with your number 2 pencil on your Scantron.
Come on, number 2.
You understand? It don't seem to be big. Phil says, all right, Jeanette, when you get to problem number 87, the answer is going to be 1x plus b. She shouldn't be offended that these math problems got letters in it. Just know when you get to problem 87, it is 1x plus b. Like we don't be surprised. Don't be offended. I'm trying to teach you how to run a company. If you do not set standards of prestige for your company, customers will never let you scale up. I just taught somebody something. If you don't set standards of prestige for your company, customers will never let you scale up. The number one enemy of companies is managers who don't want to change. The number 2 enemy of companies is customers. Yeah, your company will never scale up. You must set standards. Let me give you an example. Who knows there is a difference between the customers who go into Starbucks and the customers who stand in line at Office Depot copy and print section? Can someone guess to me which customers are meaner? Don't fool me now. I'll sit back and wait. I got time. Shoot.
Starbucks.
The line people.
Those, not which. I think Chiquita was right. Which people?
The people standing in line. The Kinko printer
at Office
people.
Depot.
Yes, we happy at Starbucks. Listen, be
Starbucks
whistling,
is
singing,
happy.
and everything. Okay.
Yeah. You can sit at Starbucks for 3 hours, write the book that you ain't gonna never publish. They ain't gonna bother you. They ain't gonna bother you. Yeah, they ain't gonna bother you. But them folk at Office Depot, not the whole Office Depot, because if you go to electronics, it's happy all over again. Why? Because they do a lot of electronics. It's good. But them folk that want that stuff printed, they ain't got no standards. Because you can't standard people calling in and wanting their stuff right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if Office Depot would just set some standards over copy and print, like fantastic customer service, put some couches over there or something, Office Depot would make 30% revenue to the bottom line every year. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, one of Starbucks' values, and we've used this for years, but you have the stress of home and you have the stress of work. Everybody needs a third place. When I was with that upscale athletic club in Dublin, and Jerry and I worked together on that one, That's what they wanted to position themselves as. They wanted to be your third place, and that's what Starbucks has done. That's part of their corporate culture, is they want to be that third place that you go to when you want to get away from the stress of work and you want to get away from the stress at home.
That's smart. I didn't know that. You just taught me something. Now I want to be the third place. Phil done started something, y'all. Okay. Nah, but seriously, I just want you to see that. Go ahead, Law. Thank you for wearing a mask, sir. As a matter of fact, let me just hold on. Let me just get on my hot horse real quick. I'll jump back off. Look. I brought up my Donald Trump side. Okay. Now let me do my Bernie Sanders side. Listen, yeah, I'm both of them in between. Okay, both of them. If y'all don't wear a damn mask, it is not you that we worried about. The nurses and the doctors in the emergency room, they are going through hell. And for 15 and 16 hours, they have to wear all sorts of gear because we are selfish. Can we please be nice to the people that are in the emergency room? Can we do that, for God's sake? Can we do that? I'm not even talking about politics. Can we just appreciate the people on the real front lines? All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Can I back that up?
Yes, sir, you can.
Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.
I'll back that up 100%. And I'd also like to say, because I've seen people do this, wash your freaking mask. If you don't want to get sick yourself, either use a fresh one or wash your mask, because it will make you sick. The bacteria coming out of your mouth is going to infect you. So wash your mask. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say.
You're right. Some of y'all don't brush your teeth right.
And
Go
wait a
ahead,
minute.
Jerry,
I want to say, go ahead, Jerry. I'm sorry. I was just going to say, if you want to be American, that's the American way. If you don't have your mask on, you're choosing not to be an American. It's okay.
I want to politicize it.
It's all right.
Just saying,
that's what they need to say. If you want to be a part, be a part, man. If not, separate your daggone self and go on do what you need to do. Because I be asking, excuse me, are you dying today? Because I'm not dying today. Can you put your mask on for me? Thank you. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm not talking about the sheeple. Like I'm being fair. Jerry understands what I'm doing. I'm doing right and left. I am being very fair. I'm doing Newsmax and MSNBC. Okay, I'm being very fair. All right, you know the libtards and the sheeples and the Trump supporters and the cult followers. That's both sides.
You hit it.
All right, that's both sides.
You hit it.
I'm saying forget that argument. There's nurses. She's 32. She has a 3-year-old. Dude just graduated. Can we please think about them? Is all I'm asking. And that has nothing to do with politics. If we can't think about working class people, then we don't even deserve to be people. All right, go ahead, Prophet Jerry did a law. They need to give me a microphone. Let me get on stage.
Man, you just hit it, because the nursing home that I just left from got 56 cases.
I didn't even think about the nursing homes.
And 1 death.
And they made
56. I just left that nursing home.
They make $9.50 an hour, man. $9.50 an hour. That's inappropriate. That's anywho.
It's crazy.
Daquita, I didn't mean to get on my soapbox, but every now and then I got to say some stuff because it needs to be said. Thank you, Law. Come on back. Come on back, Law.
My best friend work in healthcare. Okay, she in the in the emergency room and dealing with them people in masks, and they got the double up, triple up, wear all this gear all day. It's hot, face breaking out, sweat. Listen.
Yeah, they can't even open their phone because iPhone. Like I've got nurse friends because how many like you? I don't have facial recognition for I unlock my phone, but I got it for my apps. You can't even use your phone because you got the mask on. It don't even work. It don't even work. You gotta anyway. Law, I know you're on the subway somewhere. Thank you for wearing your mask, sir. Is what started that. You had something to say back before when the conversation was in Never Never Land and Tinkerbellish. You was going to say something then.
No, I'm not on the subway. It's just cold in New York. It's been so long you can hold this phone. Let me tell you. Yeah, when C. Cole comes to New York.
No, sir.
What I was going to say, it had to do with the Office Depot with the people in line. I was going to ask, do you think because we have to wait in line, they bring that out in us? Because let me tell you, I hate to go to Office Depot. Oh, that's my God. It makes me into a person that I don't want to become because, like you said, there is no standard. There's no nothing. No. And you go in there, you ask for assistance or what have you. And even people don't even assist you properly. They don't even help you. They don't
I've never seen them smile. I've never seen it's the worst.
No.
It's the worst department I've ever seen. It is worse than going to Walmart knowing that 2 lanes are open.
Correct.
At least Walmart is consistent enough. At least they gave me self-checkout. I can't self-check-out the stuff I had you order. It is part of this waiting line, but the idea of copying and printing and receiving what you have printed, it has not caught up to the information age yet. And they deserve any downfall that they will receive.
Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
You can email everything ahead of time.
That's true. But you still got to wait once you get there and do all the print stuff and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you're right. They have done that. Susan is right.
Yes, but you also have to confirm that what you sent is what it's supposed to be. And that's the part that ticks you off because you'll send specific instructions on what to do and it's still something else, let me tell you.
Yeah, and then it's 4 people in front of you who didn't act like Susan. Susan emails it in. The 4 people in front of Susan.
And then you become the little green puppy.
But now Susan got to wait in the middle of a pandemic. Anyway, continue, Susan, because you own it right now.
Well, I don't go during a pandemic anyways. We have a printer at home. And that's one place that I would enjoy going because, I got a relationship with them and they would work with 2 or 3 people at the same time. And there was never any more than that going on. So I never felt like I had to wait at Office Depot in their defense. And I don't have because I'm a co-host, I don't have a raise hand. That's why I unmute. So whenever it's ready.
Right.
The thing about, I'm still kind of recovering from not liking this situation. You know how I go out early with all the gear on.
Yeah.
And the reason being because it's crazy out there. And
Lord, it is.
Yeah.
Insane.
But I was out. I took my trash out. Well, you have to cross over the sidewalk to get to the other side of your driveway to leave your trash can there for them to come. So you have to go on the sidewalk. Well, it's later than normal. Usually I'm out there at 4:30. So it was 5 o'clock. And I opened up my trash can. I still wasn't to the sidewalk to get the 30 plus coconuts that fell during the hurricane that, we had here. So I was going to get all those and put them in. Well, I'm almost to the sidewalk and a guy comes by walking his dog, no mask and everything, and starts saying hi and stuff to me and talking to me. And I'm like barely 3 feet from him. So I turned and ran to the back of the house.
I know you did.
Gone. I mean, it's dark out and he had no business talking to me. And the one thing you do not want to do is get into a confrontation with someone because you're just making it worse. I could have yelled back at him and say, you don't have a mask on. Why are you talking to me? Well, all that's going to do is create more germs. So I see people getting into conflicts, you know, on the news out there when they're just putting themselves more at risk. I kind of stood there and waited till he left. And then I ran to the back and did some other stuff for a few minutes, let the air clear, and then came back out and put the trash can over the sidewalk. But, you know, you're outside and people think it's safe outside, and it is safer outside, but, you know, everything is still at risk. And, you know, at that time of day, but nobody hardly in Florida because, you know, nothing's required here. So that's why you have to be much more careful here.
Well, Florida
and that's
Texas,
silly little example right there. That's just a silly little example, but you know, that's how it is out there. That's why I don't walk my dogs out front anymore. I walk them in circles out back.
I understand. Well, I sure appreciate you for being alive. We like that. Takia put something in the chat. She said,
I'm a warrior. I'm on a mission. I'm a warrior, and I stay on the mission.
I know that's right.
That's what we got to do because
you've been warrioring since you was a kid.
The vaccines are coming, and they really, everything I'm hearing and learning, I think they're going to be safe. I mean, if you think of getting the measles and all shots and all the things that you got, I mean, the reason they could do this is in the time that they did because they had the framework for it. They had the models and the framework. They just had to place in the other part. That's why they were able to do it the way they did. So, you know, just see what happens and stay in faith that it's going to work for everyone.
I like hope for humanity. So I'm going to agree with everything you said. I'm never going to wish doom on nothing or nobody. That's for sure. So I agree with what you said. Hope it all works out for all of you. Takia said something great. Said someone has a choice. Someone off of Depot. So if you go in line and you waiting and you complaining, well, that's your fault. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Just make sure that you understand what I'm saying here in the illustration. There is a difference between Starbucks culture and that department's culture. And if you got a whole business of that department's culture, or if you got a whole business of Starbucks culture, y'all, and a few of Office Depot, I'm angry in a line people, you need to get rid of them people out your company. Okay, if that didn't make sense to you, I say it this way. I made more money firing customers than I ever did getting them. Somebody need to hear that.
I'm coming to the phone. Amen.
Yes.
I'm coming to the phone. Amen.
I made more money. Grace, want me to say it one more time. I made more money firing customers than I ever did trying to get them. I'm telling you. You have to get rid of bad customers. The only people who tell you not to get rid of bad customers are the people who are desperate for all customers. And those companies never stay in business. You know how many years they have told Apple to lower their prices? Apple keep going, I'm not worried about you, poor person, right? I'm serious. Apple has not lowered anything. Last week, they just came out with a $545 pair of headphones. Did y'all see that?
Yep. I want them too.
Oh, man, y'all didn't see that. Okay, let me share my screen so you can see that I don't just be coming up here making stuff up.
They sure did.
Yeah. Yeah, D said they sure did. Like I'm just dead serious. Look,
my first car didn't cost that much.
Wow, amazing.
And it has special adapters that you can only buy from Apple. They know what they're doing.
They know,
trying
man.
to
Let me
get
tell you. Not only do they know what they're doing, they taught me something. Tip is first pointed out to us. Let me tell you what they taught me. First off, they bought Beats by Dre. And they bought Beats by Dre 6 years ago now, something like 5-6 years ago. Jimmy Iovine or Iovine, how you say his name, and then they killed that company. Took the technology and said, "Here, now these our headphones, boy."
Can you guys hear Antonio, or is he frozen for you?
He's frozen.
He's frozen.
He's frozen.
Okay. Yeah, you're frozen. Here I come.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to say nothing. I didn't pay my bill. So. Let me not get on here and be a complaining customer.
Come on, Adrian.
Talk about something. I can't believe that it just stuck and everything. And did it stick for y'all? And y'all like, Adrian, we're in class. Oh, let me call Verizon.
No, thank you, Miss Adrian, but no, you good. You paid your bill. You good. We all still here. We just having a couple of technical difficulties. Go ahead.
I can say one thing. Y'all are doing really well. Y'all are doing really well. And the conversations are great. And just like Miss Susan's example, that is life. There was a scary part in that for me. Because when he said hello, that's like normal. You understand? We so in COVID that we didn't got rid of normal. Because I wanted to ask her, did she say hi? Like, did she speak back? Or did she just get stuck because he didn't have on a mask? And then you got to ask, what are the babies thinking? And what are they doing? And are we doing this the right way? I know we're being safe. I know we're being healthy. But is this the example that we need to show the children of how to deal with something when it comes our way in this manner? Y'all doing good.
Thank you for stalling, and that is definitely a good question and debatable. We'll figure it out after COVID. We'll see what happens. Yeah, did the whole internet go out or just mine? Oh well, let's keep going. Now, last thing for today's agenda is this. And then today's Tuesday, right? Well, but actually, before I show the picture, let me do this here. So there's going to be a bunch of podcasts coming out. I'm gonna just tell Chiquita my plan. The rest of y'all, her and Kathy. All right, listen. She's like, I got my notes. I'm gonna tell you my plan. This is what I'm doing. Man. In fact, I'm gonna share that with you. I understood the power of podcast early. So I have these podcasts right now, which are active. Well, not this one. Okay. Probably get rid of that one. Now, my goal is to get 20 podcasts. You see, I do some major downloads. So I do downloads, that's for sure. What I want to do is I want to build a large audio platform. And I make sure that in the large audio platform, that each one of them are different. And what I've been doing now is just producing podcasts that don't have my voice on it. I've been doing this. Why? Because my goal, don't let me tell you my goal, Deanna. Goal, please.
The
money goal. Just the money part.
$120,000 a year per podcast.
I'll wait. Okay. All right. Somebody understanding? Can we do 20 times $100,000 a year? You understand? This is the goal. Y'all get me? All right. Jerome was like, okay, you making it work, Antonio. I get it. I'm getting this. I'm getting this. And the crazy part, y'all, Kathy, Shaquita, I don't even record podcasts. That's the crazy part. The crazy part is I have never I have in 2014, 2015, sat down and recorded a podcast. Now I'm so busy, I just do what I keep telling y'all to do, record everything. And then I strip the audio and put it on podcast. And I get massive downloads. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Audible, everybody familiar with Audible? Just applied to be one of my sponsors. Okay, but we already got LinkedIn, Google. Half of the people y'all use, we have on the podcast. Okay, thank you for your round of applause and fist pumps. I appreciate you. Here are the parts. So the intellectual Negro is going to be. It's really my best stuff. It really is. That's what I like doing. Here very soon, what you're going to start seeing is a bunch of quantum physics. If you on Secrets of Success, there is me and one of the world's foremost quantum physicists. His name is Clee Irwin, Dr. Clee Irwin, obviously. And he's behind the team. It's too complex to explain. Just know he's behind the team. You know what? Let me just Google a guy, and then this will make it easier for me. This will make it much more easier, and then everybody will see what I'm talking about. So here is he. Let's see. Move this over. So the guy is a big deal, obviously. And he owns the Quantum Gravity Research, I forget what it is, center, company, whatever, right? There you go. This, boom, fantastic. He's on WikiLeaks, all sorts of stuff. He's produced, anyway, it doesn't matter. Just know, big deal. This big deal. If you listen to that episode, I have no, can you go look up, go to Red Circle and search Clee Irwin, and I'll give you the episode number. I don't know what season it is, maybe season 5. Me and him, in all my episodes, I have never been starstruck by anybody. Not Les Brown, not E.T., no disrespect to these wonderful kings, no disrespect, not Joel Osteen, but Clee Irwin, I became a super fanboy. You understand? Oh, I put on my pom-poms. I put my makeup. I powdered my nose. I sprayed the body spray on me. I just had a good time. Oh, man. Because had I not became a millionaire, I would have went to school. Is Tempest on here? Yeah. I don't know if she could talk. No, this is where she started multitasking, doing 2 meetings at once. She'll tell you I was going to school to be a quantum physicist. Okay, sit on the mic for me. And she finna tell you what episode it is and put the link out in chat if you don't mind. But you lost yourself. There you go.
Thank you. Season 4, episode 11, and the link to the episode is in the chat.
All right, so I'm super excited to meet, because at the heart of me is quantum physicists. Like, this is what I love this stuff. This is all you got to do is just say something that makes me bring esoteric. There is a big difference between me teaching business, sales, and marketing and me teaching on Thursdays. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. It's a huge difference. Okay, it's a huge difference. And I just love this. I was so starstruck, and we talk for maybe 4 hours. I don't know how long. And if y'all go listen to that episode, you'll be surprised how much he was impressed about how I knew his field and how I knew and how I was keeping in conversation with him. because the average person does it, but I'm not the average person. I was trying to be a quantum physicist. You understand? Like, yeah. So this is what I do in my free time. And Intellectual Negro is going to have a lot of that quantum physicist talk, just a bunch of stuff. Like we're going to talk about time travel and all sorts of stuff. Go ahead, Phil.
So you're a Black Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory.
Yes. Yes. And what a great show. That is the best compliment. I love Sheldon. Yes. Yes, absolutely. What a great show. So
Hey,
that's
Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a great show, but I want you to know that my boyfriend, or my coach, as I would call him, he is definitely a whole scientist, quantum physics, all that. That's his thing. So all he does is sit there and listen to you, and he say, "I don't know about that guy, but he like me, or I'm like him," and that just answered the question right there. That was it. You said quantum physics, and he lit up like a bulb. Like, that's it. That's why I like that guy. And so
I like him.
So yeah, y'all work good on that. He'll be looking forward to that.
So I'm looking forward to popping the bill with my man. I sure appreciate it. Yeah, but
nobody heard the point about time travel. Wait a minute. We figured out how to travel through time.
Oh, yes, we have.
Put me in the game, Coach. Listen.
Yeah, she heard that. Oh, yeah, I think I want to say that's going to be season 2 of that season. That's, in fact, it's anyway. Yeah, that. Then you're going to see Women Who Run the World. That's Grace, Reggie, and Adonia. You're going to see that. I make no appearances on there. Don't ever plan on it. I don't need to. As long as Reggie's there, I don't need to be there. Reggie he's a nut, and I'm going to tell you. And then you have I'm missing one more. Women Who Run the World. The season 2 of the I Have HIV podcast. Real person, real HIV. This is me changing the world and stuff. But the next one that is happening super soon is this one.
All right, now I love that.
MExit news. The first news for your middle class exit. Now let me just talk while this is up, because this ain't no podcast to me. First, I've been asking y'all questions, but I've been asking everybody questions. I'm actually getting ready to start my own news channel. I'm about sick of it. Yeah, I'm just telling you what's up. I can't look left or right and find some agenda-free news. It's just crazy. So I can't find it nowhere. So I figured, well, I'm gonna have an agenda. My agenda is gonna be get the middle class folk out the middle class. That's my agenda. So what's happening here in this podcast is each episode, I actually got the structure. I'm giving this to you right now. Let's see. I have the structure here somewhere. Where is you? Where are you? Man, I write a lot of notes in one day. That is crazy. Nope, that's not it. I had the structure somewhere. Anywho, I'll keep talking while that's there. So essentially, what I have here is each hour, but it's a 1 hour episode, but like news, and they're split into a bunch of sections. I really wish I could show you. But I'm not going to be able to show you. Oh well. I'll find it later and send it to you. But it's 5 minutes business, 5 minutes tech, 5 minutes finances, 5 minutes economy, and then it goes into a 25-minute main story. Because here's the deal. I've already read over 100 articles today before I got with y'all. Before 8 in the morning. This is what I do. I do this before 8 in the morning. I'm already 100 articles deep. Already. Every day. I've been up since 1:55 this morning. I'm already 100 articles deep. I just couldn't sleep last night. 100 articles deep. All this stuff up here and all this stuff I know, and y'all need to be knowing. So what I'm calling the podcast for right now, but it's a video podcast that's also going to be an audio, but it's a video. with we've built a news set. I'm
sorry. You say it's a set. That means it's in Texas. So I'm like, okay, so it's not virtual. So what I got to do? Come to Texas to be in the news?
You got to come to Texas to be in the news. Yes.
Is it possible that I can come to Texas to be on the news? Because that sounds like something I would like to be.
You sure can. You sure can.
Great. We'll be talking. Michelle Black, I'm going to call you.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm just telling y'all. So my plan is I built it and I said, I want to build it to where I promised myself I wouldn't tell you about it. If I'm telling you about it, it means it come out next week or something. Like, okay. I'm not sure if y'all know how I work, but if I tell you about something, it means in 7 to 14 days, you're about to see it.
I've noticed that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't tell you if I wouldn't tell you any other way. But I plan on it. I set a price. I said, I won't do this unless somebody come and buy it for $500 million. So I need you to get that I built a news channel, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow, that I said unless they buy it for $500, I won't even do it. $500 million, excuse me. I won't even do it. That means I put what I perceive $500 million into this. What I want, last words I'll say, what I want to do is become the go-to. I want MExit News to become the go-to news place. You understand? For people tired of the BS. Ain't Jerry, on my news station, we ain't talking about no damn politics. You understand? The only way we talking about politics is if it's going to affect your money. And we're only talking about the money part of it. Anybody got time for politics? But you need to know your politician and how it affects your money from economics. So you're going to learn. So we cover economics and finances. Those are two different things. And money. And what's happening in business, what's trending in tech. So you will always know about which company is doing what. And it's basically ATS Business University on 500,000 steroids. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better, you can dominate. We'll see you all in the sales call that's happening right now. Thank you so much. And you'll hear all about MExit tomorrow or later today. All right, everybody. Actually, you know what? I'll do it on the sales call. Y'all have a good one.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use connection services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
We can sum up McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich in one word. Crispy. But also juicy and tender. Maybe crispy, juicy, tender. All one word? Okay, fine. You'll just have to try our crispy chicken sandwich to understand it.
Get a free medium fries and medium soft drink with purchase of any crispy chicken sandwich. Available only on the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Price and participation may vary. McDonald's app download and registration required.